What is going on, everybody? Georgia Bulldog Will here, and I'm bringing back kind of a series that I haven't done in quite some time. I've been busy recently, so decided, you know what, I'll bring it back. So this is episode 9 of Weekly Sports News. I haven't done an episode, I think, since like maybe June or July, something like that. It's been a while, so I mean, a lot's happened. Georgia won the national championship. Jets had a good season. Braves were in the postseason, all that. But now we're in the NFL offseason, the college football offseason, baseball season's around the corner, NBA's going on, and the NHL's going on, and MLS is starting up soon. But in this video, I got 3 topics to discuss. The teams that I'm discussing: the New York Jets, the Atlanta Hawks, and the New York Rangers. Start with the Jets. The Jets. Who's going to be our quarterback this year? I mean, I don't know if most of you don't follow the Jets, but right now we're in a situation where we have, right now, to me, it's between 2 guys that one of them will be our quarterback. One of them is Aaron Rodgers, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and number 2 is Derek Carr, who was recently the quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. He was released 2 days ago for the Raiders to avoid paying him any extra like dead cap money, as in like, you know, paying more money. So the Raiders didn't want to pay him any more didn't want to have to pay Carr more money, so they released him 2 days ago. So smart. Yeah. And then the Raiders and the Saints tried to work out a trade of Carr, but didn't work out. So now Carr is now a free agent, so that means he can go to any team. But he's really the biggest. I mean, one of the teams that's been focused on the most of getting Carr is the New York Jets. Now, I mean, Carr would be nice, but you know, the thing about Carr is like Carr. You know, at some point, you know, the Jets someday, I mean, the Jets want to win a Super Bowl someday. Will Derek Carr lead him to a Super Bowl? I don't think so. But the thing about Derek Carr is I think he'll at least put some stability in our offense. I think, you know, there'll be some stability with the quarterback, because I think Derek Carr could be with us for like 4 years, 5 years, you know what I mean? There could be some stability in the offense. Now with Rodgers, I don't know how many more years Rodgers can play football for. I mean, Rodgers is old now. He's getting to the end of his career. I mean, it's let's see. Rodgers is 39. Aaron Rodgers is 39 years old. You know, Tom Brady recently retired, but Aaron Rodgers, I mean, this guy is getting old, and how much football can he play? How much more football can he play? That's what I'm wondering. So either Rodgers, there's a chance he could come back to Green Bay again, but then there's been tons of rumors that the Jets might get him. The thing about Rodgers is, honestly, to me, it's Super Bowl or bust. Like, if you're going all in for Rodgers, that means you are saying that you are going to win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years. That's what you're saying. You're putting all your money on the table for Rodgers. You want to win that. You want that Super Bowl badly. I get it. I want to win a championship. We've got one in our history, late 60s. I want to win a Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? Of course I do. And I think Rodgers can give us a chance, but I mean, I don't know. This will be a much different Aaron Rodgers than what he was in his early to mid 30s. You know, that was a whole different Aaron Rodgers. Look at Aaron Rodgers now. I mean, he's still solid, but he's not like how he was, you know, when the Packers won the Super Bowl and, you know, all that. Packers didn't make the playoffs this year. It was a rough year for Green Bay. So, I mean, I don't know. We're not gonna get an Aaron Rodgers that was like the old Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna get a different Aaron Rodgers. That's the problem. So, I mean, the new NFL year doesn't begin until March 15th. So that's when you can officially sign players and release players, yada, yada, yada. Well, actually, the Raiders release people, but you can't actually sign Rodgers until March 15th. So, that's what happens. But yeah, that's how I view it. So, I'll move on to the next topic. So, the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks are entering the All-Star break with a record of 29-30. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I mean, we entered this season with high expectations. You know, we got DeJounte Murray. We drafted A.J. Griffin. You know, we got all these guys. And then we're starting off the season playing like, you know, we started off this season kind of how we started off last season. Last season we didn't start off good at all. No. We did not. So, I mean, is this where we turn the season around? Because last year, in the second half, the Hawks started turning things around, and then that's when they were able to make the play-in tournament, and then won their games in the play-in tournament and made it to the playoffs where they got beat by the Heat in 5 games. So, I mean, what are we... I mean, I don't know what's going to happen because there's so much inconsistent... This team is not going anywhere. We don't have a winning streak. We win a game. You know, like, we're at 500. We win a game. We go above 500. We lose a game. We're back to 500. We lose another game. We're below 500. Then we win, and we're back to 500. We're a complete seesaw. It's like... We're at 500, we're above 500, we're back at 500, we're below 500, and we're back at 500. Does that mean we're going to win the next game against Cleveland? I mean, can we go on a winning streak at least? Like a 4-game winning streak? Like, let's get like 3 games or 4 games above 500. Nate McMillan, I don't know how much longer I can trust you for. Honestly, I don't know how much longer I can trust you for. But I get it. The Hawks are worn out. They've been playing a lot recently, so I think the Hawks need the Hawks need this rest right now. 9 days, 8 days of rest. They need it because they gotta get their minds focused on the remainder of the season because it's important. I don't know if our team's going to the playoffs. We may not go to the playoffs, and honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we don't go to the playoffs. I wouldn't be shocked if we. I don't know. This Hawks team makes my head spin every day. So I don't know. We gotta get something going. Let's get on a winning streak for once. All we can do is go on a 2-game winning streak and then boom, we're done. 3-game, 4-game, 5-game, something. I'm not asking for much. Can we just at least be better than what we are right now? I expect a better remainder of the season, okay? That's what I expect out of this team. And for the final topic of this video, the New York Rangers. They, right now, the Rangers are killing it right now. I mean, the Rangers have won 6 straight games. 6 straight. I mean, what more could I have asked for as a Rangers fan right now? 6 straight wins ever since, you know, we won the last game before the All-Star break against Vegas. We beat Calgary. We beat Vancouver. We beat Seattle. We beat Carolina. We beat Vancouver again last night. And we play Edmonton on Friday on the road. Right now, the Rangers are looking great. Like, the Rangers are a Stanley Cup contender. I'm being realistic. We are a contender for the Stanley Cup. We are. We are a contender for the Stanley Cup along with Boston and, you know, Vegas and Seattle. Seattle's a good team too. Seattle in their second year, they're an expansion team. Second year, they're amazing. Remember Vegas in their first year as an expansion team? That was the best expansion team ever. But yeah, the Rangers right now are killing it. I don't know. I don't have much more to ask for. But there's one problem going around this team. And this is particularly one player. Only one player. Everybody else is fine. It's one player. And this guy's name is Vitaly Kravtsov. Right now, requested to be traded. I understand that, but right now I'm sick of the whole Kravtsov drama of like, oh, he walked away from the team. He walked away from the team twice. Like he's like he has such a selfish attitude. You know, he could like they told him, you know, you're gonna go down to play for the Hartford Wolfpack, but he's like, no, I'm gonna go to the KHL and play there instead. How he had this selfish attitude, such a selfish attitude. And Chris Drury, our general manager, said, you know, he hasn't been working hard enough. I mean, recently, I mean, before he hasn't been working hard enough, but this season, I think Kravtsov's been playing better. And he got scratched for Jake Lecision, I think that's his name. And I don't know why he was scratched for Jake Lecision. I mean, why are you putting Lecision in over Kravtsov? That's not a guy you should be putting in. But, yeah, I mean, if you don't want to be on this team, honestly, Kravtsov, if you don't want to be on this team, then fine. Then get out of here. Chris Drury, you ought to ship him out. You ought to ship him out. I'm sick of this drama. He's holding us back from winning a Stanley Cup. Right now, we got positive vibes with the New York Rangers. The New York Rangers have positive vibes, and he's ruining them with this drama. Get out of here if you don't want to play for us. That's how I view it. If you don't want to play for us, get out of here. We'll send you to Columbus. We'll send you to Arizona, Chicago. You know, all the teams that are doing horrible. Arizona has no direction. You want to go play with the Ducks? Go play with the Ducks. Go to Anaheim. So, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. So, Drury, you ought to trade him before the trade deadline. If he's not traded, then something's wrong. You ought to trade him, Chris Drury. But overall, the Rangers are having a phenomenal season. So, yeah. Things are going well for the Rangers, apart from the whole Kravtsov drama. But yeah, that's going to do it for episode 9 of Weekly Sports News. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm glad I brought it back. But yeah, I'll be back with another episode next week. Yeah, I'm going to try and I'll make these weekly, so I'm going to try my best to get as much episodes in as possible. I'll see you later, and take care.